Hell yeah.
Well, I was just gonna ask if this like bright ass window was bothering you.
Nah, but I mean, if like Jesus comes from it or something, then I would like perfectly expect it.
My camera's in a different spot because I'm on my other monitor. So.
Yeah, it looks spiffy. Like mine's just like straight at me. Like you look like a professional.
Well, I had the other. Like I had the two monitors. I had it on the straight one, so it was always like straight back. But I kind of like it right there, actually, a little better. So.
Yeah, it looks nice.
All right, so now it's time.
It's time. It's been time.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the No Name Podcast. This is episode 7. If you look at our YouTube channel, you'd probably think it was episode 6 because Scotty. No, you didn't upload 6.
I tweeted today saying I'm gonna upload them both.
Oh, okay. So today we'll just be talking about some music, maybe a few other things if they come up. We're a day late
And a
because
dollar short.
which actually worked out because when you texted me yesterday, like, "Hey, you want to do tomorrow instead?" I was like still in bed, so I was like, "God, that would be kind of cool." Like,
I was
get up
too, and
and
I was like, I really, I didn't like prepare as much as I wanted to.
yeah, that's cool. Um,
But I mean, it works out for me because like I want to put as much into this as I can, and like really kind of, um, I guess the cliche way to put it would be like put my best work forward. So I mean, I'd rather take the extra day than crawl out of
yeah,
bed and be like, yeah, we're not about the music, and then
yeah, no, it was cool because that's kind of how I felt last Friday actually. If anybody ever watches episode 6, I felt like I wasn't like quite in it as. I think we talked about that last weekend, but.
yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it last week. But it was cool because I listened to the album again, and well, the one I recommended you actually is one that I'm still just listening to like almost daily. So I've
yeah.
listened to that quite a bit. So
But
um, yeah, yeah. So what's up, man? How's your week?
it was a long week. Admittedly, like even though we took the extra day, I'm still not as like prepared as I wanted to be. Like I didn't write any notes whatsoever. Cause like I don't know, it's just a long week. It's one of those weeks where mentally you're just kind of like dragging on and you don't
Yeah.
really want to do anything, but you kind of have to.
I
Um,
also feel like his work wasn't like super awful. I
yeah,
feel like sometimes it's longer that way. Like for me, because like we're like almost looking for stuff to do to fill the night sometimes, you know?
yeah,
You can
I
only empty
got
so
you.
many cans. So but yeah, and then being off Thursday, we just went around and kind of looked at some places because I still don't know quite what we're gonna do with our lease. And then me and the old man went out hiking and
Squatching? Did you find
went out
Squatch?
squatching. No, I mean we really need to go a little farther out because we're still like we're going hiking on like these trails and stuff, but we need to go like out like a couple miles out in the wilderness and like do
Yeah.
some primitive camping for a few days. That's what I'd like to do. So we'll probably do that at some point, but I
Yep.
need to get some new like um, I need to get like some actual camping stuff too, because I don't have like anything. I do have a fucking sweet ass headlamp though.
Hell
It's
yeah.
bright. It's bright as hell. Cause like for the longest time, every time we went at night, I was like holding a flashlight, and I was like, "There's got to be an easier way." And now I got this headlamp. It's great.
Pioneers used to use those, so it's pretty lit.
I used to ride these babies for miles. So
But yeah, like even kind
yeah,
of being out of it this week, I feel like it wasn't as bad, and in a way, I'm kind of thankful because it kind of just like let me zone out and mindlessly listen to the albums this week. And I feel like the albums that we chose kind of let me do that like perfectly.
did you listen to the Day album too?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I thought you'd really like that one.
Yeah, it was really
Like the
good.
Poya album, I was like, oh, you'll listen to, and like you might be like, there might be a few songs where you're like, oh, this actually isn't that bad, but I know you don't usually listen to like rap, so that's why I was like,
So the thing with me is that I don't hate rap by any means. I just if I listen to rap, it has to be the right rap. And the Poyo album is actually like I guess a perfect descriptor of like rap that I would listen to. Um
yeah,
cuz I think we talked about this a couple episodes ago where like I like to like feel for what's being said, and a lot of the times, like at least with mainstream rap, it's more about um how much money you make, stuff like that. So um like I want to hear about struggles or stories or stuff like that, and that's the rap that I kind of relate to the most. And and you can tell like he's kind of got a lot of like in my feels sort of music. Um
Yeah.
and I definitely like the more like chill rap too. Um like if you were to like slap a lo-fi beat and like some like heartfelt lyrics, like that's honestly what I would prefer. But like the big 808s and you can't hear anything cuz it's just like I
Yeah.
prefer it
Which is funny because he has a song on that album that's kind of like that. Cyanide, the one with Ghost Main.
yeah.
That's like it's so funny because like, and I don't mind that song, but it almost like doesn't really fit on that album. Like, like I guess like not thematically, but like sonically, that song doesn't really like make sense with the rest of the music. I feel like I don't know
I mean
because everything else is pretty like kind of like chill. Some of it's got real instruments, like a lot of like southern stuff going on, but.
to be fair, it's also a with Ghost main, so you kind of have to throw that into the
You gotta
equation
have that,
too.
yeah. Yeah,
um
but
I
yeah. I mean, we could talk about that one first if you want, since we're already basically talking about it.
yeah, for sure. Like I said, I didn't like usually I like to like kind of delve in like lyrically or kind of look at what they're saying and dissect a little bit, but I just didn't have the capacity to really do it this week. But in the mindset of just kind of like zoning out and chilling and listening to it, I think it kind of is conceptualized to that vibe like almost perfectly. Um at least most of the songs. Um the like the lyrics that I was able to pay attention to, there's definitely like intention behind them. It's not just generic words you throw together because they sound good. Um you can tell there's a lot of kind of like emphasis on what he's like trying to get across with his own emotions and whatnot. Um so I liked it a lot. He definitely like instrumentally a lot of the songs had kind of like that older like West Coast vibe to me. Like like old like Venice Beach rap and shit like that. Um which I admire.
Yeah, I'm not sure if like I know he's had songs before where I want to say like Getter's made the beats, and Getter is Tara Reid. It's like the same person, but like Getter is like the name he uses when he like makes beats and dubstep or whatever electronic music,
Mhm.
and then Tara Reid's like his rap name. So I want to say that he's had beats made by him before. I don't know about on this album because he uses the same producer a lot because his tags at the beginning of the songs. It's like MGM, hit him with the heat. I don't know if it's MGM, but it's something like that. And yeah, I mean he's like a rapper that I like just started listening to. They came recommended. Like I'd heard him before. He's in that Volume song, um, on my mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
It's
Boya in that
it's
song.
funny because
He sounds a lot different. Like
yeah,
his lyrics in that song, I feel like Volumes probably like wrote for him or said
probably,
like, "Hey,
yeah.
this is what this has to be." But it was also like 4 years ago, so he's probably just a different person too. But um, yeah, I like that album a lot. I mean, like the second song is probably my favorite song on that album. I'm Alive. That's probably my favorite song.
Oh, for sure.
Um,
Actually, let me pull up the track list.
yeah, that one's super good, and like I really like Settle Down. Even though he only has one verse in that, I just like the hook and everything. That's the one that's like, settle down, my darling, I'll be fine. I like that song a lot. Um, I like 5-6 too. 5-6 is really short, but it's the one I like the beat to 5-6 a lot.
Yeah. I
Um,
also I also like 9-5 a lot. Or I guess technically it's stylized as 95, but
oh, 9 to 5. Yeah.
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 So yeah, I would say my two favorite are probably I'm Alive and 9 to 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I listen to that album all the fucking time, but
Yeah,
I
like
forgot I downloaded some shit yesterday too. Um, Oh yeah, Mood Swing Misery is really good too. I think Florida Thing's really good. I mean, I like all of them. Like Um, yeah, yeah, super solid album. I also like I don't know, I like when rappers like enunciate their words really well too. Like I can actually
Yeah, for
like
sure.
understand. Like I'm not gonna go on like a rant about like mumble rap because like that's obviously been done, and I actually like some of that music anyways. But I'm saying like I don't know, like I just like when you enunciate your words and I can understand what you're saying and that kind of thing. So, and he like I think he does that really well, and a lot of those underground rappers do. Because I was listening to this other rapper named Ramirez that's like in the similar kind of scene as him, and he uses a lot of those like old West Coast beats,
Hmm.
and it's like that too. Like he enunciates his words really well. So it's like, but I think there's like enough of it. Like it doesn't just sound like he's ripping off the '90s.
Yeah,
You know, I think there's enough of like his own like stuff because Poya puts like a because that's not really what his voice sounds like. It's almost like an effect on his voice, I think.
yeah.
Because I've heard him live and like I don't think he sounds like
I
that.
mean, I heard him in that Volume song, and there's like a night and day difference between those two.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's cool because that's like his thing. So
Right.
yeah,
I like it when they enunciate their words too because it's like kind of subconsciously putting more emphasis on what they're actually saying. Um,
yeah. Like if I
like
have to look up what you're saying, I feel like well, I don't know because I guess I do that for songs in general when I don't understand what they're saying. But it's like yeah, it's like if you have meaningful lyrics and you actually like can hear what they're saying without. It's almost like it's like intentional. I feel like.
yeah,
Or not intentional. Like there's more to it, I think, because it's like here's what I'm saying, and I want you to know that's what I'm saying, and I want you to understand what. So I don't know.
right. There's an old Ritz song. I don't know if you know who like Ritz the rapper is. Um,
Yeah, I've actually seen Ritz live.
yeah. His song it's called In My Zone. It features B.O.B. And like I don't know, I think B.O.B has like this really good part where like he actually like enunciates his words. And it's funny because like as he's enunciating them, he's talking about like adjectives and syllables and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Oh yeah,
like yeah, I'm like, even though it's kind of like a like I like the song. It's like again, it's like chill rap, kind of more accustomed to what I would listen to if I were to listen to rap. But yeah, they like I like it when they enunciate their words. It's the gist of what I'm trying to say,
yeah.
and um, like it kind of puts more emphasis on what they're actually trying to get across, and that they want you to understand it, and they're not just generic word simulator and throw some pre-produced beat on it and call it a day. Because I drive a Lamborghini and I can drink out of a purple cup.
But you can.
But I can't,
Um,
I can whip the Lambo out right now, but
yeah. Ritz was in a Yellow Wolf song on his first album, and I saw him live on that cycle, and Ritz was with him. He does not look like what he sounds like. Have you ever seen what he looks like? He's like a big burly dude with a
Riz,
beard.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he'd like look like that, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like that's how I feel about a lot of Yellow Wolf too, actually, because he's kind of like that, like enunciates his words pretty well, and I don't know. Yeah, I definitely used to like. I feel like when I was in high school, like I was like, fuck rap, like I just didn't like it, like
oh
no
yeah,
matter
for
what,
sure.
really. But I don't know. The more I like listen to it, like when you actually can, it's not hard to find good rap either. Like
It's
I don't
not.
think. I think there's plenty of good rappers out there that you can listen to, and yeah, that's why I'm liking the underground rap that I've been listening to so much is because for one, they most likely like make it themselves or like one of their friends makes the beats and they do it like or like with Suicide Boys like Scrim makes most of their beats so it's like not only are they rapping about the struggle but it's like they're also probably living it. I mean some of those guys make a lot of money now but it's still I just feel like the music's more real I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
know you're not like a big sports guy, but I kind of had this analogy of like, um, I like watching like college football more than professional football because college football players they have something to work for, right? because they want to make it to the big leagues and they want to make all that money and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
the college athlete's going to put in his all. It's more exciting to watch because every player is giving it everything they got. But if you watch a pro game, they already made it. They have nothing to gain really. So they just kind of coast by with their multi-million-dollar contracts and call it a day. They don't really have anything to like work towards or strive towards. So like with underground rap, it makes a lot of sense that they're trying to like get their name out there. They're trying to put their best work forward, whereas somebody who's more mainstream can get away with that slack because they already made it. People like what they do,
Yeah.
and they can just kind of skate by doing what they do because they know people like it and they know they make a lot of money from it.
Yeah. Hi. You want to get in the shop?
She abandoned us again.
Scott's upset. You abandoned us again. You didn't get off work till. Oh, yeah, we could have done yesterday. Sorry, I wasn't in a great mood yesterday.
Be better.
Huh? Okay. What's wrong? How's work?
I'm just gonna mute myself so that he won't hear me talk, but
Yeah.
I can
You not getting
still
any
talk
food?
to you guys. Hopefully, there's no like audio issues of me talking over him.
Yeah, I was gonna DoorDash something, but I'll just wait till we're done.
But I'm a narcissist, so I'm gonna continue to talk while he's kind of having that.
What's up?
It might be really
What's up?
confusing. Maybe I'll just shut up. But I don't want to like.
You sit in the chair?
I ain't trying to get his business out there. You know what I'm saying? So, alright, he's got the headphones off. Oh god, I got something in my eye. I think an eyelash.
Yeah.
I'm just dying. It's fine. Don't worry about me. But yeah, I like the analogy of like college players.
Okay.
They have everything to gain, right? Like they have everything to like work for and play towards and a future to live basically, whereas if a professional player, they've already made it under that circumstance. So
Like,
like
the correlation between like how underground rap has more real lyrics than mainstream rap. And Scott related it to college football players as opposed to NFL football players. Like they have something to prove in college, but in the NFL they've already made it, so they can coast. Yeah, real intellectual shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like
real analogous.
analogous.
I don't even think that's the right word.
Hey, I don't know if that's a word.
I'm
It
gonna
is now.
I know it's a word, I just don't think it means what I want it to mean. Alright, never mind. That is what I meant it to mean. That's not English, though.
Look at you just making up words and they turn out to be real words.
Don't you just love it?
Um, yeah, we just talked about that, and then we listened to a few albums we were talking about, and just kicking it.
Some real intellectual shit. Big brain.
Big brain.
Big brain.
Yeah. Dude, me and Keontae played the fucking Ghost of Tsushima for like 8 hours straight last night.
Oh, didn't they like make it co-op now?
Yeah,
Was it fun?
it's pretty fun. It's there's only like 9 story chapters or whatever you can play through, but then there's like these like survival maps you can be on. So played the shit out of that. Huh?
I'm sure you know what Outlast is, right? Like the horror game.
Yeah.
I think they're making a new one, and if I remember correctly, I think it's gonna be like co-op. So that'd be like really interesting to see how that plays out. I think if they do it right. But,
Yeah, I never played the first one.
I didn't either. I just watched it. But I feel like co-op would definitely be like interesting to play through.
What's up? Okay. Why?
Why? Snake.
Nothing.
Hydration.
What? Yeah. Why? The last time we did it on a Saturday, we started at like 4. But I woke up late, so we started at like 4:30. You're off till 9:30 anyways. But I didn't know that. You said you're gonna be on lunch at like 5. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to lunch at 5. Because even if we started at 4, we would have still been doing it at 5. Sorry? I told you we were doing it like when you got on lunch. I'm so confused.
I don't know what to do. What do I do?
Well, I
Mom,
know, but even if we weren't doing the podcast, I would be sleeping right now probably still.
mom and
I didn't go
dad
to
are
bed till like
mom and
7:30.
dad are fighting again.
I told you we were doing this.
We're doing it. Oh god. Mom and dad are actually fighting. Oh no. What do I do? What do I say? So what kind of music do you guys what kind of music do you guys usually listen to? Do you listen to like more chill stuff? Do you listen to hardcore gangster rap? Do you listen to black metal? Do you listen to Billy Ray Cyrus? Do you listen to music in general? Do you just listen to ambient sounds when you're driving to work? You just listen to like cityscapes or something, or like dreamscape, something like that. Are y'all into something crazy like post-industrial German electric music? Is that a thing even? Um. So yeah, what do you guys listen to? What's the clientele's choice of music? Are we listening to some reggae? To some West Coast funk? Like, what we got going on here? If you're watching this in post on the tube, be sure to comment. Tell us what kind of music you guys usually listen to. And for bonus points, you can put why you listen to that. I swear to God, that English is my first language. Bonus points if you can tell why you listen to that kind of music. If there's like a particular connection you have with it, or if you just like the way that it sounds. Let us know, because I'm an idiot and I like to learn stuff. So be sure to tell me that information. As well as the 3 digits on the back of your credit card, the zip code in which you use that credit card, and the expiration date, because I never hurts to have that information. But yeah, if you made it this far, be sure to leave that comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And hopefully you guys are having a great week as well, or I guess we're technically into the weekend now as of making this podcast. But yeah, hope you guys are all doing well for yourselves. Hopefully you're achieving your dreams or working towards your dreams or any of that goodness. And we'll get there someday. Baby steps, one day at a time. One day at a time. And then we can achieve the unachievable. We can be the person we're meant to be. And yeah. Like I said, baby steps, one day at a time. Gotta do it step by step. It's a process. That's why it takes so long. But it's definitely one of those things in life that's worth waiting for. And it's a product of your own hard work too. So that's always it feels good to throw into the mix when you formulate success based off of your own effort. So keep hanging in there, folks. Keep striving and driving and vibing, and you will make it anywhere you want to be. Except for working at NASA, because I don't know, they kind of shut that stuff down a while ago, and then probably really difficult to be an astronaut. Actually, I wanted to be an astronaut when I was little, like little, because I'm like 5'3". No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like when I was really little, I always wanted to be an astronaut. That's kind of what like spawned my like fascination with space, is that I always wanted to go up into space and like explore it and whatnot. But my first sign that I shouldn't really do that is NASA shut down like very shortly after I kind of had that idea. I never really like had the mindfulness to like train for it or anything like that, which in hindsight is probably a good thing, because it's really difficult to be an astronaut. Like the like requirements you have to have, even like physically, to be able to like withstand space itself. You have to be in like really tip-top shape, and I mean, I'm not in bad shape by any means, but I'm not in the required shape to
you want to sit right here?
explore the spacey space.
You should be able to. You won't be able to hear what Scott's saying. But...
It's probably preferred.
Sorry about that.
Probably preferred.
Sorry about that, Scott. Maddie's pregnant, so.
Mom and Dad are
she was
fighting
just
again.
She was just letting me know that.
I was talking about being a spaceman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. I say your name all the time.
Guys, we got the thumbnail now.
Yeah, hey, can you unzip it all the way so we get the thumbnail?
Don't forget.
And we're sponsored by CarMax now.
Don't forget to subscribe to my OnlyFriends.
Because these are my only friends.
It's true.
No, it's like a service where you put up like nude pictures, and people are just really friendly about it.
There's like websites
because you're lonely, and it's called Only Friends.
They're like, you're looking great, sweetheart.
Or it's where you friend zone people.
I don't know
like,
why.
Oh, no, we're only friends.
I don't know why I got
subscribed
reminded.
to my
I got reminded of like there's this website where you can like buy an e-girl and like play with them. And I don't know why that like reminded me of it. And I thought of like OnlyFriends. It's just a place where you can like buy friends to play with.
Yeah. Buy an e-girl.
Dude, it's a thing.
Yeah, it just gets shipped to your house in a crate, you know? Yeah. But they're real people.
Yeah, they're
sex trafficking.
Call it whatever you like. I mean,
like potato. Yeah, Scott, did you get a haircut or did you just gel your hair? He usually does that for the podcast.
I gelled my hair for whatever reason, and I put my contacts in. I don't know why.
He likes to look nice for the podcast.
I try. It doesn't really bode well, but I try.
Hey man, nice shirt.
Hey.
Yeah.
No, you.
No,
oh,
you.
I asked you this, but you're
Scott doesn't actually purchase clothes anymore. I just give him.
Yeah, my entire wardrobe is just like when Jordan moved out. I just kept all of his clothes.
I was wondering if he could hear me.
Yeah, Scott can hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't hear him, but he can hear you.
Yeah. But,
I'm trying to test now.
Do you want to put the headphones? Scott can do ASMR on his mic now.
I remember because he did it last time.
Yeah, just get a little.
Oh, that's fun. Isn't that how you got him for his birthday?
I think Tim got on that one.
Yeah,
I got on the one that says.
I'm kind of like hesitant
the
to
stick
show
is
my.
against circuit stuff.
I'm kind of hesitant to like show my other one on stream.
Huh?
I'm kind of hesitant to like show my other one on stream.
Right. Yeah.
There's like a line.
Yeah.
It's
like that's fucking meninist.
when feminists get a menu instead of a woman menu at the restaurant.
Huh?
Masculine.
Masculinist, yeah.
That's not.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, you gotta get another bottle now.
Yeah, I know this one's empty. This one's like almost empty.
Hey, you got some skyline back there. Like, what's going on in there?
We're having a good old time, you know.
Yeah.
I got an IHOP bag on the floor. It is what it is.
When'd you get IHOP?
At like 4 in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Did they DoorDash it?
yeah.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
see you got skyline.
I know, I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah.
I got like a couple noodles left of a 3-way if you wanna.
Dude, I'm on my way.
Like, what was I? Oh yeah, like I always wake up at weird times, or like when I get home from work, I get hungry, and like the only two door dashable things at 4 in the morning is either White Castle or IHOP. So it's like I gotta choose the lesser of the two evils on whatever day it is. Some days are just
Yeah.
neither of them are open, and I just suffer.
Well, if it's late enough, you can get like McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just wait till like 6 or 7 till like other stuff opens up, and then
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A
Gotta go to the
breakfast
fucking
though,
grocery. Dude, Chick-fil-A breakfast is super fucking good.
fucking great. Cause I can't
But,
always eat breakfast food, but I can always eat some chicken.
yeah, you can always get chicken on a biscuit.
Always get chicken on a biscuit. Dude, they're like mini chickens or whatever. On like the little, I don't remember what they're called. I think they're just called like little bites or something like that. But they're like really good.
Mini chickens. Like they don't get as big as regular chicken?
Yeah, they're like baby chickens.
Oh. Like you wait till they're like a month old and then you slaughter them.
Yeah. I never, I can't, like as a person, get past putting egg on like a chicken sandwich because that's just kind of like fucked up. But
Do people do that?
apparently, like you're
Oh,
like
wow.
you're killing the parent and then like shoving his babies on top of him and then just eating
Yeah.
it.
Putting egg on a chicken sandwich. Wow. It's like weird. Yeah. Because like it's baby on top of it. Or maybe that's like, that's like the right way to do it. So they can like
Yeah, I mean they can be together one
go into the
last
afterlife
time.
together. Yeah, be
Yeah.
together one last time. Yeah.
That's crazy.
He was talking a lot when I woke up. Yeah, Scott Deck has been talking.
He's
I'm
been
asking him like,
talking.
who's been teaching you these words?
I played with your cat yesterday. Not Deku, but your other one.
Oh yeah, man, my dad said it's a little chunky thing.
He was just kind of chalky. He was hiding in the corner. That was weird.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you'll have to come see him sometime.
Mama said you decided to name him Whiskey.
Whiskey,
And I
yeah.
said that didn't surprise me because that's like Jordan's favorite thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, be cute little name. Whiskey and Deku.
Whiskey and Deku. Almost like Whiskey and Delta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bravo Tango, fucking
Hotel Mango.
Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, Hotel California. Gotcha. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can
Yeah.
remember them all. There's Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Hotel, Golf. I don't even know my regular alphabet, let alone the military alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima. Fuck, what is M? I lost.
Margaret.
Margarine,
Mary, I don't know.
Mango.
Margaret. Marinara.
What is M? I actually don't remember. I don't know. I made it to M.
Marsupial.
Marsupial.
Yeah, they're like, we gotta go to objective marsupial. You're like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's down under.
Down under.
Down
Dude,
under.
last night
It's Australia.
my friends and I were just watching like an Australian like dash cam compilation video. Like we watched like 6 in a row. And like Australian people just have no filter. Like This guy almost hits him. He's like, "You fucking halfwit." It's great. Don't ask why, because I don't know. It was great.
Yeah, I feel like they're well, and they say the C word a lot.
Yeah, they do.
I don't like saying it. So.
You don't like saying it? They're like, "Can't."
They like I've been watching The Boys, and that's what Butcher says cunt all the time.
Yeah, that's he said. He said.
Yeah. He's British.
Oh, okay.
Well, English, same
I guess
thing.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I gotta
From the UK.
I gotta watch season 2. Season 1 was fucking great. I watched it like when it first came out.
Yeah, I watched the first 5 of season 2, maybe. I got like 3 episodes left. And I was gonna finish it last night, and that way I could just rewatch it when she started watching it, because we watched the season finale of 1, because you saw Madeline get killed. Yeah, so I'll rewatch it with you, but
Oh, spoilers!
yeah. Spoiler alert, Madeline died.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for Gears of War 3, a game that came
Not
out
me.
fucking 10 years ago. Dom
Never
fucking
done.
dies.
But yeah, I was gonna like watch it last night, and then like I didn't even know how late it was getting, and then me and Keontae like were just playing, and I was like, oh wow, it's like 6 a.m. And then it was like 7. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed.
We have some Ghosts of Sashimi.
Ghost of Sushi.
Sushi? Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's super fun though. You get to like pick a class, and you get like gear and stuff, and they're gonna add like raids to it.
Raid Shadow
And
Legends?
They're gonna add Raid Shadow Legends
Raid
to
Shadow
Ghost of
Legends.
Tsushima.
That'd be fucking great.
Yeah, so they're gonna like add a bunch of stuff to it, and pretty excited. It's good stuff.
Sounds
Plus, it's just a fucking beautiful game.
absolutely beautiful. And you can play it in black and
Absolutely
white.
stunning. You can, and you can actually play it in Japanese.
Oh.
I think it's Japanese would be the
Ayashuru!
language.
Samurai.
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 But
I got a panda bear.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got a
Little pandemonium for you. I don't know where my chapstick is.
yeah. Are
Jordan.
you? Is that like are you like religious about it? Like, because I feel like some people are like that. Like they always gotta have their chapstick.
Well, no, but like I need it because my lips are dry.
Oh, so it's not like all the time.
No, just like 90% of the time in the fall. Just.
Yeah, like fall, winter, they start to get real dry.
Yeah, it's like when my allergies fade away, then like the dry lips come in. Actually,
Yeah, Maddie's just always biting her lip, so she's just not gonna have any lip left here soon.
just-
Hey, that's me regenerating the dead skin for new skin. So I don't even need
You're
chapstick.
rotating skin.
I'm rotating skin.
Yeah.
Fight off all the dead skin and regenerate the new.
yeah,
you
so
know,
I
like
pray
a
to Carmax. I almost said
Walking
Carmax.
chapstick. I don't even need it.
I pray to Carmax
I have my
every
own
night before I
chapstick.
go to bed.
All my teeth.
Pray to who?
Pray to Carmax before I go to bed.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, please chap.
for a new car.
Please chap. No, that's.
Oh, you were trying to say CarMax.
Yeah. I pray to Carmax every night before bed to pray to the chapstick gods that I can wake up with moist, voluptuous lips in the morning. Never happens. Never happens.
You could just put it.
That's what I do when Scott and I play Monster Hunter. I balance my mic on my giant stomach. Yeah,
You know, back when we played.
because this
Monster
doesn't
Hunter.
work on the PC, so I have to use this to talk to him still. Yeah.
Wait, this doesn't work at all.
No, it does. Just like my PC doesn't or it's not the PC actually. It's Discord doesn't recognize it as something that can do both essentially. But if we're on like just a Steam chat, I can use it. But then we get disconnected from the Steam chat.
So it's like, isn't this gonna like interfere with this? So it's gonna be like.
No, it's actually it gives me like a really cool effect. I sound like T-Pain.
Damn, T-Pain.
Damn, T-Pain be streaming all the time too.
T-Pain said, "I can put you in a mansion out in Wisconsin."
He was at Walking Sponsor, got his PhD. I told you that. I think.
Was it? I thought it was
Somebody.
A$AP Rocky.
ASAP. It's either Waka Flocka or ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that got
These rappers just went out and got a PhD, man.
in humanitarianism and philanthropy. Philanthropy.
Kind of weird you can get a PhD in philanthropy.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's being like a fucking boss ass bitch.
Yeah. Also, I should have.
No, really, it is. It's like being like being a billionaire philanthropist. I don't know. There's probably a definition for it, but it's like, damn.
I'm gonna access the old Google.
Yeah, just Google that shit. Scott, can we get a fact check on philanthropy?
Philanthropy is the desire to promote the welfare of others, expressed especially by the generous donation of money to good causes. So yeah, he's got a doctorate degree in being rich.
It's like when you're rich and you give money to charity.
How can you
You can go to college for that?
maybe that's not accurate.
You can go to a college.
No, I'm sure you can.
You can go to college to learn how to be rich. Like Jimmy Yang's dad just named himself Richard because he wanted to be rich. It is what it is.
Degree in philanthropy and humanitarianism. If you go to news, Waka Flocka. It was Waka Flocka. Oh, it's an honorary doctorate degree. So he didn't go to school. They probably were just like, he probably donated to charity or did like a bunch of charity work and they just gave him a PhD.
Whatever. That's not nearly as exciting.
Yeah.
He's gotta light that Waka Flocka flame, you know? Just
Yeah.
get people
That
going.
Waka Flocka flame was about to go out.
Yeah,
So he had to reignite it.
for that Waka Flocka candle.
Light his Waka Flocka house on fire.
I'm gonna break your Nico kneecaps.
Oh, Bubba.
Is that under my bed?
Okay.
Who?
My chapstick.
Oh, are we still talking about that?
I've been talking about it for days.
Look
Can't
for his chapstick.
can't find it. Doesn't want to come home now. My hair's all messed up.
Oh no. I mean, to be fair, like you gelled your hair and then put a fucking headset on, so it's like.
Listen, professionals have standards, okay? So anyway, what'd you think about that?
You should get a green screen to put behind you.
Get a green
That way your room
screen?
can be as messy as you want. And you can just green screen it and the green screen could just be to a clean room.
See, the thing is
Or
I
near
just
the
don't
beach.
care.
Or the beach.
Volcano.
Yeah, or the
Or
beach.
volcano.
Or like a volcano.
Inside the belly of the beast.
Dude,
Yeah, we're live inside a whale.
I watched a video, like these guys were in a Zoom class and one guy had a green screen and he had like that meme with like the one girl on the couch and like the 4 black dudes behind her. Except for he replaced the girl, so it was just like the 4 black dudes in the background and he was just sitting there in a like Zoom class. It was fucking great.
Oh, like they're behind. Yeah, that's fucking weird. My teacher had to cancel a Zoom class because he got shot and he's going through a divorce.
Yeah, dude, that was just that's the most escalatory like email I've ever seen in my life. He's like, yeah, we're gonna have to cancel class. I've been getting shot, and the divorce papers are almost finalized. The marriage really isn't going that well. I'm not feeling so great myself. And it's like, dude.
It's Jake when he's giving me excuses on not coming to work. He's like, yeah, man, I got the sniffles. I'm coughing. My brother just wrecked his car. My fiance/girlfriend's in the hospital.
I'm on death
My shoes
row.
are dirty.
Huh?
My shoes are dirty.
My shoes are dirty. It's not a great day. I tracked mud through the house. My mom was yelling at me.
Yeah,
I have to go clean off everything.
She took away my fucking go-dirt. It's just.
She took
one
away
thing
my
after another.
Run of
PS4.
snacks in the fridge.
Yeah, I can't come to work tomorrow. I got too much mud on my
We
shoes.
can go on.
What?
We can go on.
Yeah. Just excuse after excuse.
That's the thing. Is like we can go on, but he does go on.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab an ice cream sandwich. Yeah. Oh, you're deleting. Alright, hey Scott, I'm gonna go grab an ice cream sandwich real quick. Might get a little treat, and then she's heading back to work, so we can talk about albums and shit.
Peace, brother.
He's brother.
Good old ice cream Sammy.
All right.
I'm good to talk
That'd
about
be
that
funny.
music in a hot
You
minute.
really
Oh god. Seth Rogen didn't do it.
I don't think it registered a lot of it.
Really?
It's too quiet. Well, it's not very sensitive yet.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck she said.
I thought you were going to
But
Well,
yeah, we'll probably talk about those albums once gets back to worky poo. It is what it is. But yeah, I really like that Poyo album. Like I said, I don't listen to like a lot of rap. I listen to a decent amount. I'm open-minded, I would consider myself when it comes to music, so I listen to like a lot of stuff and like I can get behind a lot of things. But like with rap there has to be like that depth to it for me, or like substance in what they're saying. And that Poyo album does it a lot. He talks a lot kind of about being like in his own feels, in his own mind, stuff like that. Like I said, I was kind of out of it this week, so I didn't get to dissect the lyrics as much as I might have wanted to. But from kind of like the limited standpoint that I had, even just kind of being out of it and just kind of chilling and just listening to the music, the songs themselves kind of fit that vibe pretty perfectly. But yeah, like you can tell in, like we were talking about this earlier, he like emphasizes like his enunciation, which kind of enunciates what he's saying in itself. Because he wants you to hear what he's saying, so he like focuses on making sure you can actually hear him. It's not like mumble rap where, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, people are probably gonna listen to it, but at the end of the day, you're not caring as much about what you're saying and what you're putting out. Then you just kind of let it lay flat. But like if you enunciate things, like it makes it seem to me like you have something to say. And if you have something to say, people are gonna listen. At least that's how I see it. I could be entirely wrong. I'm no scholarly lad, but yeah, like it with Puyo, he sounds like he has something to say, and like as a listener, maybe I'm kind of in like the weird like percentages of being the only person that's like this, but I like when I listen to music, I like listening to what people have to say. I mean, yeah, there's some songs that I listen to just because they sound nice or stuff like that, but a lot of the times when I listen to music, it's because I want to like relate to what they're saying, or I want to hear people's stories or what they've been through, stuff like that. So again, maybe I'm in like the lower percentages of people that actually do it for that reason, but yeah, like most of like I listen to a lot of like rock music, I guess technically emo music, metal music, stuff like that, and I listen to it because it's just the music I relate to the most. And I mean, yeah, I think it sounds the best to me, but it's more than just the sounds, it's what's behind it as well, like lyrical intent, stuff like that. And it's just kind of what I can relate to the most with like life and experiences and all that I've been through personally. But yeah. Um that's kind of like a bit of insight of how I treat music. Um I mean, like I still get behind, really cool riffs, breakdowns, solo, stuff like that. Um just melodies in general, even vocal melodies I'm kind of an idiot for. I listen to things for weird things and I'm into things for weird reasons, but um I guess I can fit into the crowd when I say I like music, but I might like music for different reasons than other people like music. Um but I mean, that's just us as people, right? We all might like the same things, but we all have different reasons for liking them. Um some people might like celery because it tastes good. Some people might like celery because it's good for them. a really terrible analogy, but yeah. Like as individuals, we all like things for different reasons. And that's just kind of a glimpse of why I like music as much as I do. How I treat music, kind of my thoughts while listening to it, stuff like that. A lot of the times if I'm at home discovering new music, I'll have lyric sheets pulled up next to it. Just so I can kind of like read along with what they're saying. And kind of sometimes, like if I like the song, then
I love you.
I'll listen to it like do a first playthrough, and then like I'll listen to it again with the lyrics pulled up or something like that. Look at this luscious mane of a man in his turtle beaches in order, putting his microphone back on his desk, saying goodbye, flipping that hair
You wanna
back,
take that?
scratching that hair,
Oh, do you
making
want
that
to
sad face.
No, I'm gonna run and get some.
And then he's teasing. He's combing the
Take
other
that.
side back.
Oh, I just want to sit.
He's
No,
reaching out.
stop, because I'm gonna run down and go see my brother after this, probably.
Oh, he's going to see his brother.
I love you.
I love you. Bye.
With an air kiss, hair all out of
I just want to see it.
whack.
What do you mean? It looks good.
Oh no, I was talking about the poster in the background. You're fine.
Oh.
Bye.
He'll never
Yeah.
know. I was talking about music. I was talking about like kind of like my approach listening to music and why I listen to it, and like like people like the same things but for different reasons. Like the reason that I like music, like you and I both like music, but like the reason that I listen to music and the reason you might listen to music are like two different reasons. But I mean, it is what it is. How's that, Sammy?
Fucking delicious.
Fucking delicious. Pow pow pow. No Life Shack's Mumble Mondays on YouTube. Trolling mumble rapper sounds fun. I feel like I've like heard that name, but I can't like associate it with anything.
What?
No Life Shack.
No live shit.
I'm trying to like think of where I heard that from. Time to do an old searchy-roo. Oh! I've seen a couple of his videos before. Gotcha. Yeah, trolling mobile rappers sounds like a fun concept.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever like watched like the Genius like behind the lyrics videos?
Yeah.
Dude, some of the stuff they talk about is like, oh god, like I don't have any like good examples off the top of my head, but like fucking Doja Cat, like they did like a Doja Cat one, and they're like, so what's the song about? And she's just like, it's just about my tits. And that's a Billboard hit. Like apparently we're writing songs for the wrong reasons.
Or for the right reasons.
Or for the right reasons. No, I mean like people that don't just write about their tits.
Oh yeah.
People with like
Yeah,
emotions.
it's like, what are you doing? You could just be singing about your tit.
Right, like people with emotions and intentions is just now. Tits.
Tits.
Tits. Good
All right,
old,
man. Let's
good old taters.
get into this Dayseeker album.
Get into the Dayseeker album. Roger that. Let me pull up the track list. The Sleep Talk album by Dayseeker. What are your thoughts?
So I really liked it. It's super like what do you want to call the word I'm looking for? It's like there's like I feel like there's like a lot of passion in it, you
Mm.
know. And I think the singer's name is like what, Rory?
Yeah, Roy Rodriguez, I think is his name.
Yeah, like his vocals are like extremely like there's like a lot to him. Like there's times where it's almost uh, like he's not like sings so loud. It's like in the chorus in Sleep Talk. That shit makes me a little out of breath.
Yeah.
Like just from hearing it. Like it's really good though. I really like this album. Sleep Talk's probably my favorite song. And afterwards I was like, oh, I've heard this in your car before. Like, or I've heard that you've
Yeah,
played this
I've
before.
played it
Like
for
I
you
was like,
before.
yeah, I was like, I recognize this song, but
And I think I said that last week. I'm like, you'll know one song off of this, but you won't know like the whole album.
right, yeah. Um, yeah, I pulled up.
But yeah, like you can tell like Rory really puts his emotions into his voice and it shows really well. Like in the chorus, the sleep talk, like he's letting that shit out and you can tell. Um and we kind of talked about, or I talked about Eddie Berg from Eminence last week and about how he said that that was like a testament to like his mental health or whatever, that album. I feel like
Yeah.
this is kind of that, but on like an even deeper scale.
Yeah.
Like even like Starving to Be Empty, he's talking about like his disorders and stuff, and like really just kind of laying that stuff out there.
Oh, you can get all the. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really, I'm trying to think because I literally just listened to this fucking yesterday. I like. There's no songs that I was like, oh, like I would skip this or whatever, or
Yeah,
like it was kind of short, I guess. For. I mean, I don't know. I listen to a lot of albums now, I guess, that are kind of short. Because a lot of those underground rap albums I was talking about are pretty short. And, like, the Story So Far album I told you to listen to 2 weeks ago is
I remember having this
like 30 minutes.
conversation.
But
I remember having this conversation about like I'd rather listen to like a shorter EP that has more into the songs than listen to like a full-fledged album that like the songs are just kind of eh. And
yeah.
I feel like this isn't large enough to be a full-fledged album, but it's not small enough to be like an EP. It's kind of like somewhere in between. Like yeah, it's a studio album for them, but in terms of like length, it's kind of shorter. But I think the shortness of like the album itself kind of lends to the quality of the songs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like, there's more to each song. Like, and, it's only 10 tracks.
Yeah,
And one of them's only like a minute and 20 seconds long. So, yeah, I mean, there's definitely something to that. Like, what do you want to call it? Like, because that's how I feel about, like, The Devil Wears Prada. Like, oh.
rep.
um, like I love their albums, but I think their 2 EPs they've put out are probably like the best material they've ever put out. Because there's just like there's more layers to each song. I feel like, and I just feel like the music's better. But I mean, not to say their albums aren't great. I love their albums too, but it's like, and nowadays there's no reason you can't put out whatever length of material you want to put out. Like, there's nothing that says like, hey, you have to put out an album. It has to be this long.
Right.
Um, Not
And
that I guess there probably ever has been, but nowadays it's like you could just do the stuff yourself. So it's like,
right. And even like some bands are just going single by single, not even caring about albums anymore. Which, I mean, I don't know if that's
right,
the
yeah,
way to go about it, but that's whatever works for you.
yeah, and like really, it's. I'm sure there's some like fucking study that can be done. It's like, do people when they release singles, do people like respond to them differently, or like you can do that because then you can hype up each single, so you're getting like more plays because it's probably all just about streams now. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's just different. But because like Following Your Verse is like that, like they've put out like single by single now. I don't think they've released an album since like 2018, 2017. I could be wrong.
Something like that. Yeah, Bring Me the Horizon's
Yeah.
kind of doing the same thing too. They're just going single by single.
Well, their album comes out end of the month. Did you guys see that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, what? Yeah, they got an album coming out at the end of the month. Well, it's kind of on the same topic. Is it more of an EP? It's called Post-Human Survival Horror.
Interesting.
I mean, it's really probably just more of a project, but it's got like it's got Parasite Eve and
All their latest, latest
Ludens
and greatest.
Obey. Yeah. Yeah, like on here it just says project, but oh, they got tour dates on here. Wow.
Damn. But I mean, it makes sense having shorter albums too. Like, if you kind of consider like the attention span of your listeners, because like, what are you more likely to watch? Like a 5-minute video on YouTube or like a 45-minute video on YouTube? You're probably gonna watch the 5-minute video because it can hold your attention for longer. Like if you have a shorter EP, I think a lot more people are gonna like sit down and actually listen to the full thing, as compared to like a full-fledged album. Because like conceptually, America as a society is just kind of like go 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 go. We're always like on the move doing different things. We don't really have time to sit down for an hour and listen to the same song. But well, not the same song, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's probably why they release them like they release them now. Like in singles and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that like you said, there's probably it's like an attention span thing. Like, and I don't have a problem with that, but sometimes I just like to download an EP or an album and listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, on this post-human survival horror, I just sent you the link, but they have a song featuring fucking Baby Metal and a song featuring Amy Lee from Evanescence.
I didn't know Baby Metal was like still a thing. I mean, I'm sure they're still doing.
Fuck yeah!
I'm sure I haven't like kept up with it. I think is what I'm trying to say. Like,
I used to be a Baby Metal stan, so.
Stan Baby Metal. Funnily enough, I actually like unironically liked Baby Metal.
Really?
Yeah, like some of those songs. Actually,
I mean, it was pretty original and stuff. I guess my problem with it is like how much involvement do the three front girls actually have with the music? Like they lip sync it all live because they're dancing and shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like they don't play any of the instruments either. So it's kind of like, what are they really doing?
It's kind of, I guess. Like it's like the one vocalist too, because the other ones are just kind of like backup and like dancers. So
yeah.
Paycheck must be pretty fat for a teenager.
Oh, I know. I remember making $7.15 an hour back when I started working.
Oh god, don't bring me back to those days. Yeah, like I'm not surprised that they're still around. It's just I haven't like kept up with them as much. I think.
Oh.
This
says that. This okay, so it says. I mean, you could see this in the message that I just fucking sent you, but it says it's the first of a 4-part EP project.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
How long is the EP if it's a 4-part EP?
It's 9 songs.
Didn't they just release like an experimental album like last year?
Yeah.
That had like Halsey and stuff in it?
Yeah. It says the first record is the heaviest one and brings back the style of the band's first records. I mean, I've heard 4 songs on here, and like there's some heavy parts, but I wouldn't say that it brings back the styles of the first record.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
I heard
in an interview when they were making Ludens, fucking Ollie Sykes said that 2020 is the year of the guttural, and I haven't heard any yet. So.
Yeah, you're talking about this. It's called music to dance to, blaze to, pray to, feed to, sleep to, talk to, grind to, trip to, breathe to, help to, hurt to, scroll to, roll to, love to, hate to, all this fucking shit. I remember that, yeah, when it came out.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's like, God. Yeah, and some of these songs were like fucking 2 hours long and shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was definitely an experimental album to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna dip real quick. You boys gotta use the facilitations.
Alright, fam.
So got this.
So I think I start my own podcast by myself where I just talk about forklift safety. So, might just start that right now.
How's that forklift safety podcast treating you?
Fucking good.
Fucking good. Weren't you like looking something up for Dayseeker, and then got like distracted?
I did, yeah. And then I actually fucking exited out of it. That's okay. I can look it up again. There's a lyric in this song.
I like when bands like thematically make albums too. Like they'll have a song that like its entire purpose is to just lead into another song. Like
Yeah.
like if you listen front to back, like the Ember's Glow fades perfectly into like the start of The Color Black. Which I appreciate stuff like that because I'm a small idiot. And I like weird things. But even
So I was just gonna say on the on the Dayseeker album, the song "Already Numb" was probably my favorite song lyrically.
mhm.
And there's a line in here where he says, "This is the second verse." Yeah, this will be like the second verse. So he's where he says like, "You don't want to leave till you're sling around my wrist. You can pull the ends, cut me how you see fit. Learning how to make a fool out of me. Always seem to want to ruin it. The further we grow, the stronger your heart. I couldn't stop your exit. I never felt so desperate. The ghost I seek constantly, leaving as fast as you came." That like that hit me like real deep, because of like events that happened last year and shit. So I love shit like that too. I love when I hear a lyric and I'm like, damn.
And like the melody that he kind of carries through, like the fact that that whole verse is almost in like one or two breaths.
Yeah.
Like you can tell he's not just a singer, he's a vocalist. Like it's his art and he like puts himself into that role pretty much. And even like you said, like singing louder, like in the sleep talk chorus and stuff like that. Like you could just sing it, yeah, or you can sing it with an actual like intent behind it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like his style almost. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's like loud. But it's cool because like I don't feel like it drowns out the instruments either.
Yeah, he's not Johnny Craig in it. He's just
Not Johnny. That's a verb. He's not Johnny Craig in that shit.
but yeah, like his vocals really shine, but it doesn't outshine everything else because there's still plenty of room for all the instruments and stuff like that. Um,
Hell yeah.
this album's definitely like slower and softer in comparison to their other albums because they're not like a new band. They've been around for a little while, but in comparison to their other stuff, this one's kind of a lot more I guess pacey. Like it's a lot kind of slowed down, really like refocused, and I guess matured in a way. So they've come a pretty long way from where they. I mean, their other stuff isn't bad. I mean, there's still kind of like reminiscences of it in this album, but
Reminiscences.
reminiscences,
Oh, the reminiscences.
the reminiscences.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy,
But let's fucking.
we're gonna have a visitor. Papa.
Who is it? Aw.
Oh.
Holdy. Oh, wait, tell him Jordan's here.
Gordon's here.
Damn, he didn't respond at all. It's
See
fucked
Papa.
up. If your mom would have said it, he'd have been like, "What?
What? Who? Where?
Who?"
On the bright side, he found my garments.
He brought it into you, like, here you go.
Like, opened my door and waltzed right on in.
She said, "Yo, what's good?
That was good.
Welcome back to the fucking No Dog Tag podcast."
I got ganked by my own dog.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the Day Shell album.
What's the Day Shell album?
Oh, we should have found another band that starts with Day and just done 3 Day
Yeah,
albums.
oh, we could have did like a Day to Remember.
Like a. Have you ever listened? Had you ever listened to Day Shell?
I have not. This is my first
Really?
experience with it. Yeah.
I was gonna say you should definitely check out the first two. That's their third album. That one, Mr. Pain, was actually crowdfunded, and I'm not even sure who, like the personnel on the album. It's mostly Shaylee, which is the old singer for Mice and Men. If you didn't know that, if you couldn't tell, like of Mice and Men's first two albums, different singer. It's not the same guy. It's that guy from Day Shell.
This is that
He's fucking
guy.
amazing. It's that guy. Like, he's that dude. He does the guitar work for the most part. I'm pretty sure. I know they had a drummer on their second album, but
Usually, most
I'm not
bands
exactly
do
sure.
have a drummer.
They usually have a drum. Well, I mean, like Landon Tours from Platinum does everything on the albums.
Yeah, Caleb
he played-
Shomo's it.
Yeah, yeah. I think Caleb Shomo for the next album is gonna let them record their own instruments. From the vibe I'm getting, because their fucking drummer's crazy, fucking. But yeah, like this Day Shell album was coming for like a long time. Like it was, I think it had been 3 years. So I guess not like a super long time, but he had like released some singles and like he was trying to hit like his goal and stuff like that or whatever. So I was really excited when this album came out, and it's like it's nice. It's like 14 fucking songs or something like that. So it's like
cyberpunk
lots of
albums.
Lots of content. Cyberpunk. No, that's Avenged Sevenfold's next album for me. It's been fucking 4 years since the stage came out. Pull up the track list here just so I got it.
Yeet.
But what's your like first impressions, like favorite songs, least favorite songs? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. You never watched Needle Drop? Really?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
If I were to be 100% honest, I wasn't able to like listen to the whole thing just because I couldn't like stay seated long enough to like let it run all the way through. I made it up to Runaway. That was the last song that I listened to. And I can tell how far on the album I made it is because every song I listened to is a song that I liked and added to my playlist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But off of the first 7,
So that's like half. That's like the first half of the album basically.
yeah, I mean that's if you look at the length of the songs, I mean that's like the length of like a regular album or like EP these days.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Definitely check out that second half though at some point.
For sure, yeah. Like these albums aren't going anywhere for me. Like I like the Dayshow album a lot. I'll probably listen to it more. The Puyo album I actually like a lot, so I'll listen to that more as well. So it's not gonna be one of those where like I'll listen to it and then forget about it. And
Yeah, that's kind of how I've been too. Like I haven't like deleted anything after we listened to it or anything.
yeah. But I like Pressure a lot. I think Superhuman was also really good. Spellbound was good. Runaway was good. I mean, if you want me to just say every song that's good, I'll just name every song that I listen to because I enjoy
Right.
like listening to them.
Yeah, I think like before the album came out, he released like fucking Superhuman, Pressure, Combat, Spellbound, and Nostalgia, I think. And I was like, damn, he's gonna release the whole album. And then the album came out, and I was like, oh god, there's still like 9 more songs to listen to. But I'm literally like after this, I'm gonna go. Probably, I need to drive down and see my brother. So like, I'm probably gonna listen to this on the way because I'm like looking at it now. And I was like, actually, I haven't listened to this album in a while. But I listened to it at work. Like one of the songs came on shuffle, and I was like, oh, I need to tell Scott to listen to this. But yeah, Runaway is probably my favorite song on the album. It's just, it's weird. I don't know how to describe it. Like the weird fucking connection I think I have with his voice, especially on certain songs. Like when Runaway comes in and he just starts with it. It's just, God, it's so good. Pressure's super good because it starts off with that fucking chunky ass riff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
It's so chunky.
It's so great. And then like even Combat, I didn't see Combat coming. That's got Dropout Kings in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever listened to Dropout Kings, but fuck, that's another EP that came out in 2020 was the Glitch Gang EP by Dropout Kings. Super fucking good. But the second half of the album probably has my least favorite songs on the album on it, but they're not bad by any means. But like the 2 songs that I like are like my least favorite is probably Nostalgia and Life Is What You Make It. But they're not bad by any means. It's just
It's funny because I was actually just trying to look up who the guy that features on Nostalgia is because I've never heard his name before.
who is he?
He's apparently the lead singer for Foxera, so that really didn't help because I don't know what that is either. But...
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that. I was wondering too. I can't even tell if you listen to it. I can't tell what part isn't Shaylee because Shaylee does some different stuff with his voice. So like I'm not sure if it's the. I don't know. You'll have to listen to the song and see if you can figure it out. But like Skyline's like another one of my favorite songs in the album. It's like this kind of slow like not gonna describe it. It's like really fucking good. I don't know, dude. Just listen to the second half of the album because it's all just really good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When You Can't Dream at Night is it's the third song in that kind of When You Can't series. I don't know if you knew that, but on The Flood by Mice and Men, it's When You Can't Sleep at Night.
Yeah.
And then on Dayshell's first album, there's a song called fuck, what's it called? It's gonna bother me.
Oh god, the bothering.
Yeah, the one on the Mice and Men album I think is When You Can't Sleep at Night. So that's When You Can't Sleep at Night, and then one on the first Dayshow album is maybe called When You. It's When You Can't something. It's When You Can't Do Something at Some Time.
Right.
It's When You Fall Asleep Tonight. So it's When You Can't Sleep Tonight, When You Fall Asleep Tonight, and then When You Can't Dream at Night. So they're just kind of thematically, they're probably lyrically connected or something. I'm not quite sure.
I know Starset kind of does that where like they'll kind of like link songs from different albums, like story wise, and like if you watch their music videos, there's like instances where like one music video from one album will connect to another song of another album, and I like stuff like that.
Like Crown of the Empire did that.
Yeah.
With Johnny Ringo, and I cannot think of the other songs at this point, but I know it was like Johnny something. I know the last one I think was Johnny's Revenge, maybe. I don't remember. I haven't listened to those old Crown of the Empire. Oh, those OG Crown of the Empire albums, dude.
OG.
Those OG ones. But and like the last song on this album, Tender Love, is like I don't know how to fucking describe it. It's like its own fucking genre almost sometimes. I'm like, oh, it's Dayshell. It's like that's how it is for me. I wish they were bigger because I know they're not that big. I wish they were, because I think that some of these
Pussy
songs sound like
slut.
they could be played in. They could, some of these songs sound like they could be played in a fucking stadium. I think, but
I don't know.
yeah, and like, dude, Set Fire, dude. I'm just looking at this fucking track list. And I'm just like, dude, these are all so fucking good. Like, you gotta listen to their second album and their first album too. You get some kind of on their first album, especially. You get some Deftone vibes. It's really fucking good.
Have you ever listened to If I Were You, the band?
No, I was thinking of For the Likes of You, but no.
There's a band called If I Were You. I'll probably send you a song. Their like clean singer sounds just like Devin Oliver, and I thought to myself, damn, he sounds just like Devin Oliver from Icy Stars. And it's funny because I actually did a song with him featured in it, and you still can't tell the difference between the two. Yeah, I don't know why I like randomly thought of that. I'll send you that song after we're all said and done here. But yeah, I was just listening to it one day and I'm like, damn, this sounds just like Devin Oliver. And then they had a song with a part of like that with Devin Oliver in it, and I could not like distinguish the difference. It was pretty crazy. And it's weird.
Thinking like, when's the last time Icy Stars put music out?
It can't have been recently, I don't think, unless he did like a cover or something. But
Well, they did. I know they did like a reimagining album where they took songs on Treehouse, did them like kind of unplugged. I don't
yeah,
know if you ever heard that. It's pretty good.
There's
And I'm just looking now, and it's like,
there's a lot of bands that are doing that now. Like they're releasing like acoustic versions or like reimagined versions of like older songs and stuff.
yeah, like the latest news on Icy Stars is that Devin Oliver was in an Our Last Night cover. So I mean, I don't know.
That's a yikes. I mean,
I guess
I don't think,
Telly was in it too.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Our Last Night. It's just the kind of like the cliche cover band, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean their covers aren't bad or anything like that, and like they seem happy doing it. But
It's
I'm trying to think, what's the one that I watched yesterday? They like, just made a cover of My Ex's Best Friend, the MGK song.
oh yeah.
Yeah, they did that, and I'm just like, wow, like it's really fucking good. Like it's better than the original. And I feel like they have some like that, and then they have some where it's fucking Who Let the Dogs Out. I'm like, who asked for this?
Right.
Like some of them I think are really good. I think the Humble one's really good. I think their Blank Space one is like light years ahead of fucking I Prevails.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think they have some really good ones, and there's some where I'm just like, I don't know. It's like sometimes it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know if it's like I expected it to sound better. Or I don't know what it is, but I definitely don't mind them. I don't really care for their original music at all.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they're one of those bands where I don't know if it's sad per se, but like I like their cover stuff more than I like their original stuff, which usually is the opposite
That's
way
why
around.
you almost gotta wonder, like, do they make their original music like kind of generic on purpose so that you're
Maybe they're
like
just
their covers more,
maybe they're just
you know?
big
And they're
braining
like,
it, you know?
they're like, oh, because then people are gonna be like, oh yeah, their original stuff is kind of shitty. You gotta listen to their covers, and then you go listen to their covers, and you're like, oh man, this is great. I don't know.
They
Fucking
even,
big brain, dude.
they even did a
Fucking
fucking Black Bear cover. Like they're all over the place.
yeah. Well, that's like the MGK song, Blackberries in that.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Which
You gotta listen to it, man. Yeah, I gotta download that shit. I'm sure it's on fucking.
probably on the platforms. But
It's probably on the platforms.
a guilty pleasure of mine is listening to like white girl music. So I'll listen to like Black Bear and stuff like that, and just
Listen
chill
to
with it.
what?
Black Bear.
No, what was your guilty pleasure?
Oh, listening to like quote unquote white girl music, like
Oh yeah.
like Black Bear, Post Malone.
No, I mean
I mean, not that there's anything like wrong with that.
I used to listen to fucking when Stoney. I don't like Post Malone's last album. And I didn't really like Beer Bongs and Bentleys that much, but Stoney when it came out, I it's not like I was like this is fucking great and revolutionary, but I used to listen to it all the time with my buddy Nate back in the day.
I think it's just
Like-
vibe music. Like,
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, dude, fucking Fuck, what's the fucking God? What's the fucking lyric in the first one? Fucking. Oh, I was gonna be like, yeah, I do just want to go flex, gold on my teeth and on my neck, you know.
Dude, I relate.
Like, I don't think it's nothing like super profound or anything like that, but you also gotta wonder, like, is Post Malone just fucking smarter than the rest of us? Like, did he just play the industry? Because that dude's a fucking, you know, multi-million-dollar fucking uh artist, multi-million-dollar fucking.
I'm
I don't
pretty
know what I'm
sure
trying to
he
say.
like.
He's rich as fuck.
I think he had somebody build him like a custom PC and like it's water cooled, but with a like beer. Like beer is just cooling his PC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, it's a baller ass move. I like it too, man, because he's just like into like fucking. Jared Dines did a video. Like Jared Dines, I guess, like met him and whatever. Like,
Yeah.
but he did a video where he gave him a fucking Infinite Annihilator like vinyl, and like Post was like super excited about it and shit. And I was like, that's dope.
Fuck,
But
there's
people
a
will be like, why doesn't he make that kind of music then? It's like, well, you're not gonna get fucking rich making that kind of music. But he wanted money, like,
right.
you know. It's like, I'm not saying that's what it's all about. Like, if I was to make music, I probably wouldn't get rich off of it because the kind of music I would make would be like fucking.
I'm trying to
I don't even
think.
know. Probably like same side type thing, but
He did like a cover, like a live cover. I can't remember who he did it about. Um, but it was like a more like rocky cover, like kind of metally. And I can't for the life of me remember what that song was. But I didn't expect it at all. Like I don't really know like his background or anything like that, like what he listens to.
yeah. Well,
But
he used to be in a like metalcore band, and
okay.
then he actually tried to play guitar for Crown of the Empire. I don't know if you did. You not know that?
I didn't know about Calling the Empire.
Oh yeah, yeah. He tried to play guitar for them, I guess, and like during his audition, like broke a string and whatever. Like, so they didn't let him into the band, which worked out in his favor, obviously. Not
Yeah.
that Crown of the Empire is bad, but it's like as far as you know, and it's not even just making like millions of dollars. Like Post Malone literally could just do like whatever he wanted at this point, like musically probably, and
Right.
it would sell. You know, like because he's Post Malone, he
Mhm.
could put out a fucking like I think he said one of his dreams is to, like put out a country album, and I have no doubt in my mind that that shit would still fucking sell like
It
crazy.
probably slap.
It'd probably fucking slap, man. It'd be a vibe.
No, I'm trying to like look up the song that he covered, but I can't like for the life of me remember what it was. Um, but I know he's done like Nirvana covers, Green Day, Sublime. I think he did like a Santeria cover. Um,
Oh yeah,
but
that would make sense.
I can't remember what he covered. And like he played guitar for it too, which I mean at the time I didn't know he played like guitar either. So that was interesting to see cuz like I like it when um like vocalists are multi-talented, like Post can play guitar, stuff like that. Cuz I remember watching uh like a live video of like Lil Wayne trying to play guitar for I think it was
Oh yeah,
Lollipop, like the solo in it. And
yeah,
like he was literally just like air strumming it. Like
yeah.
um
Or like there's a video of is it Nick Jonas and the one of Adam Levine at the halftime show where they have guitars and
yeah.
I think the Nick Jonas one I think he's actually playing it. He's just like not good. But the Adam Levine one, he's like clearly not playing the fucking guitar.
Right,
But it's
yeah.
like the solo where it's supposed to sound like he's like he's a little lick in it, you know. And yeah, I think like Stevie T like breaks them all down and stuff like that. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. It's I don't know. Like I like when they can actually have that talent and not just kind of fake it, but it is what it is.
Is what it is.
But I mean, that's what I like if I had millions of dollars, I would spend it on like learning new things like learning how to play guitar, like stuff like that.
Yeah, you get like the best teachers in the world and shit.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have the dude from Dragon Force teach me how to play guitar.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no shit. Herman Lee.
yeah. But yeah, like I
Yeah,
would.
he just did a Shred Wars video with Jared Dines.
Did he really?
Yeah,
I know he streams too.
everybody fucking streams. You know,
Everybody streams these days. T-Pain streams, you know.
T-Pain's out here streaming.
But yeah, like I would spend it like learning different like talents and stuff like that, or like learning like new instruments and different weird things that I would want to learn, but never really have the time to.
Right? Yeah.
Because I mean, if I got all that money and all that time, why waste it?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
What would you do if you had an overabundance of money?
Oh fucking. I don't even know,
Hookers
man. Like,
and blow.
hookers and blow. That was literally gonna be my first answer, but I don't know, man. Like, I'd probably just like, if I could just live comfortably, like buy a house, pay my truck off, just invest, big brain shit. Oh,
Yeah,
you know. No, I mean, I'd learn how to do stuff. I'd probably like I've always wanted to like own a bar, so I'd probably buy a bar, to be honest, and just run it into the ground because I don't know how to run a fucking business.
The whole purpose of my bar is to just have it get demolished in 3 years.
Yeah. Well, I want to buy a bar, you know, that like Rumpke needs the land, so I buy it for like, you know, 50 grand, and then I end up selling it to them for like 200,000, and then I buy another bar.
Profit.
Profit.
You're like the Johnny Craig of
Stonks.
bars.
I'm like the Johnny Craig of
You open a bar, they demolish it, build a better one.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not really it, because his bands aren't necessarily. The next band he joins isn't necessarily always better than the previous one. They're just better off when he leaves.
Yeah.
It'd be like.
Unless it's Slaves. I think Slaves is a lot better off where they are now.
That's what I'm saying. I think Dance Gavin Dance is better off now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even
I think Amorosa's probably
even
better
Amorosa's
off.
better off now.
Yeah, even Amorosa. I mean, like, I haven't listened to anything since. Cannot think what the album's called with the fox on it, but
I think the last.
that's the last album I listened to.
What's the last Amorosa album I listened to? I don't remember when it came out. I think it was Peach Club. Was the last album that I listened to, which I think came out last year. So, I mean, it still sounded good, in my opinion.
Dude, how bad does that fucking Monster Hunter movie look, though? Based on the worldwide phenomenon.
Like what they go through a fucking sand portal to enter the monster world. Like, just stop.
Yeah, why does it have to be like some military? I just don't understand. Like, couldn't you just make, if you're gonna make the movie, couldn't you just base it on the story of Monster Hunter World? Or do you think that that's too, like, do you think that's not accessible enough? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have like American soldiers fucking go in. It just doesn't make any sense.
Who directs it?
Some dude, some American dude.
Paul
some
W.
fucking guy.
S. Anderson. Who?
Who? What else has he done?
He's done Alien vs. Predator and Death Race, the remake. Oh. Never mind. He was the director of the Resident Evil series.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why Mila Jovovich is in it.
I think they're married, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you get your roles? Well, I just wake up and I say, honey, will you put me in a movie?
He's like, no. And I'm like, please. He's like, fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against her as a person. I've never like seen her outside of a movie. It's the only thing I know her from is Resident Evil movies, and it's like those aren't quality films.
Yeah, I mean, like her track record, as far as I'm concerned, is the Resident Evil movies and now the Monster Hunter movies. So not off to a hot start, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know, man. It just looks It looks almost like when they're in the desert and shit. I'm getting like Transformer vibes almost.
Yeah,
Like the first Transformers where they're in the desert and the thing comes up from the sand, the Scorpion Decepticon or whatever. That's what it reminds me of, and I'm just like, I don't know, just come up with something original, you know,
that
or
and
base a movie off of an obscure book that no one's read that people think is original, and then you don't realize it's a book. I don't know.
right, and like one, uh, like the inner Monster Hunter nerd in me is like yelling because like on one of like the poster arts or whatever, there's like a black Diablos in the background, and in the game it has fire resistance, but then Milla has like fire daggers.
Oh yeah.
So, it's I don't know, details. Maybe I'm just
Yeah, and I
overlooking
saw
it.
they had one of like the game directors on set with them at all times and stuff, and I'm just like, that dude doesn't give a fuck. He probably just got a huge paycheck. He doesn't care what you're
Right
doing to
though,
his
like he's
fucking.
got 2 games coming out next year. Like he doesn't care.
Does he?
Yeah, they're making some for the Switch, I think. Or at least there's one actual Monster Hunter game is coming out for the Switch, and I think the other one's like a story-driven game. Like not like a visual novel, but like maybe more like a Telltale type game, like The Walking
Oh
Dead
yeah.
or yeah, Life is Strange, stuff like that.
Interesting. I never got into those really.
I never did either. I don't. I always had like I don't know. I just never personally liked like the Telltale games. Um, they just weren't my thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, it could be interesting. It could be really bad. I mean, guess we'll see.
I guess we'll see. Sometimes it's it's interesting to see something get like kind of like you see it and you're like, oh, that's gonna be bad, that's gonna be bad, that's gonna be bad, and then it's like, oh, it's actually not bad, or it's like, oh, this is gonna be great, and then it sucks. So it's like it's interesting to see kind of. You don't really know how stuff's gonna play out sometimes.
Right. Or there's a huge payoff of like you're thinking something's actually gonna be good, and then it actually is good. Like
Yeah. Like if they ever release Cyberpunk.
I would say like literally all of my fingers and toes are like crossed for Cyberpunk. So we'll see. When I'm in retirement, I guess, when the game finally comes out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll play Cyberpunk when it comes out, but there's just like a lot of stuff that comes out like right in that like 2 week period. So
Yeah, I mean, like the initial release date was good because nothing else was coming out. I was like, I'm saying goodbye to my friends. I'm saying goodbye to my family. So I'm shutting myself inside and playing Cyberpunk.
yeah.
And
I mean, I knew like I think
that was 5 years ago.
it'll still sell well, but it's also now it's and like obviously like CD Projekt Red, you know, they made The Witcher 3, which is everybody loves The Witcher 3, so it's like it's like I think it'll be a good game and it'll sell well, but it's like I still probably wouldn't have put it against like Assassin's Creed or fucking Call of Duty, just because those games always sell millions of copies. So
Even though
I
it's
don't
like
know.
the same game with different skins. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, people buy Madden every year, so it's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's definitely true. Like people buy Call of Duty games, they buy the Assassin's Creed games, they buy all the sports games. It's literally just the same game with newer graphics. That's it.
yeah.
Even then, sometimes it's a
And
downgrade.
I'm fucking guilty. I'm gonna buy both of those when they come out.
Showing
Well,
like,
Call of Duty, I'm only gonna probably buy because it's a Treyarch one, and I've always just like had a special place in my heart for ever since World at War. But and Assassin's Creed, I'll probably just buy because it's fucking Norse. Like it's takes place in like Norway and shit,
will never be the same
or
again.
Scandinavia, I guess. So that's just interesting. But there's just a lot of shit that comes out right around then. So like all the launch titles for the PS5 come out right then. So it's like I'm gonna have to get the new Spider-Man game. You know. What else comes out?
You all know how I feel about Spider-Man.
I do know how you feel. Sorry. But,
Dude, did I tell you my like heartbreak story?
no.
Okay, so you know I've been trying to get a 3080 for like the past 10 years. And they've been like out of stock. So like I get home from work Thursday morning, and I'm like in the shower, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'll look. I go on Amazon. I have the add to cart and buy now options, so I'm like spamming the shit out of those, and like I would add it to my cart, and then it wouldn't be there. I'm like, okay, well maybe there's like an issue with like my phone or something. So I like rush out of the shower, run to my PC, like try to crank that shit back in. It still has the options. So I'm like clicking them and refreshing, and it's still the same issue of like nothing's being added to my cart. And then like 3 minutes later, it says that it's out of stock, and I'm just like crying practically.
Poor guy.
Thought it was all gonna be worth it, but I just got let down yet again.
Fucking be like that, dude.
Just it be how it be. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Gotta find music for next week, don't we?
Yeah. I reckon we do. All right. Well, first off, you need to listen to that second half of that Day Shell album.
Well, that's a given. I mean, this is everyone's favorite part.
Kind of shit. No, I got one. I'm gonna do like a little bit of a throwback. So.
I got one too.
Oh fuck yeah! Look how fast that was.
Look how-
All right, so I'm gonna
That's what
give
she
you.
said. Go
Huh?
ahead. No, don't worry about it. What's up? What are we listening to?
What? Deliver Us by Darkest Hour. It's like a fucking. It's a 2007 fucking masterpiece. I love it.
Zam. You are going to listen to Superhuman by Siamese. Superhuman is 2 words. Anything that came out recently that we both need to listen to? Oh. There's a giant squid spotted in US water.
We can talk about that.
We could talk. Dude, I was watching this video yesterday of like a crocodile ripping the foot off of another crocodile. And I was like,
God.
he probably just like bites it or something. No, he like. Okay, so there's like a large group of crocodiles, and like somebody throws like a fish for them to like eat it, but it's like way far away from where these two are. But like one turns to go get it, like I guess his foot gets stuck in like his mouth or whatever. So the other one just like bites it, does the death roll, and just like rips his whole foot off. And then he just looks at him like,
You ever seen that video of
What?
the fucking alligator that gets that little dog?
no. I watched a
Dude,
lot of
it's like-
alligator videos yesterday.
It's
Come
like
to
the
think of
fucking.
it.
It's like this little dog, and it's probably these people. If I had to guess, they're in Florida.
Probably.
And this dog will like bark at the alligator, and the alligator like goes away, and they're like, "Oh, ha ha ha!" Like the dog got it, and it happens like 3 times, and finally the alligator just snaps at it and fucking gets it in its mouth and kills it.
You mean?
And it's like you lost your. Go get your dog. If your
Right.
dog's that close to a fucking alligator, like what are you doing?
I'm trading that dog for the alligator. The alligator can defend my home better.
This shit.
We're about Florida. We're all about property rights. But I also watched like a snake video comparing like snake bites, and apparently the spectacled cobra, which has really like venomous toxin that can cause paralysis, won't bite you the first few times. Instead, like he'll lunge at you, but like he won't open his mouth. So he basically just like smacks you with his face as like get the fuck out. And then if you don't learn after like the 3rd or 4th time, then he'll just fucking open up and bite. Which I found that really interesting, cuz like he doesn't want to bite you, but like just leave.
Right. Get the fuck out of there.
It's not like a pit viper that's just gonna fucking, as soon as it sees you, it's gonna just sink its fangs into you. I watched a lot of weird stuff.
Dude, okay, so I found the video, and the first comment says, "My man's would still be alive if y'all didn't gas him up," because they keep saying. Oh god, hold on, let me send you this. It's fucking great.
Yeah, I don't know why I watch so many like crocodile videos.
It's weird, like you can't look away sometimes. I feel like, but
Yeah, like, do you think I wanted to watch his like foot get ripped off? No, but I did it anyway.
no, but I fucking had to.
I'm just like, there's no way he actually like rips his foot off, and yeah, he did. His
Yeah.
foot was he just like straight chomped it too. He didn't even like spit it out or anything. He just like ripped it off, looked at him, and just like, I'm like, damn, that's a power
Looked
move.
him dead in the eyes and swallowed his own foot.
It's funny because like
up.
the other crocodile just looked over and he's like, "But why?"
Why? He wasn't even in pain. He was like, "Fuck, dude, that was my foot."
But I didn't even feel it. I mean, we're being realistic.
Uh,
Why, brother? Why?
all right, man. Well, we can probably call it here. What are we at? Like
We are at 1:45 practically.
a minute 45.
Or yeah, 1:45. Time.
This is a short one.
Time flies. But
That's cool. We just if we think of another one in the next week, we can just let each other know and listen to a third one. If not, just fucking you know what I'm saying, jam that shit
just jam it. Just
and fucking yeah,
probably not the best life advice, but
just jam.
just jam it. I
Yeah.
will send you that one if I were you song featuring Devin Oliver.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if we want to listen to that album too, we can. I've listened to a few songs off of it, but
It's called If I Were You.
yeah, the album itself is called Inner Signals. The one that song's off of. They actually released one this year. The one that one is off of is called Inner Signals.
So not the new album.
No, I think it came out in like 2018, I think, if I recall correctly.
It did. It did come out in 2018.
Yeah, big brain.
Big brain shit. So, all right, man. Well, you have a good rest of your night.
No,
What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? Probably play some video games.
What?
I know, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Never would
Yeah.
have seen that one coming.
Yeah, me too. I need to run to the store. I might do that. Go see Bubby's because I haven't seen him in like a week.
You're gonna go see Chuckles?
Go see the Chuckle.
Chuckliest?
So, all right, man.
Alright.
See you tomorrow night, if nothing else.
Yes.
Peace, brother.
Peace! And here's the part where I get really big and scare everybody. Thank you guys for coming to episode 7. I will upload this tonight. Hope you guys all enjoyed. We talked a little more conceptually stuff this time, but we usually kind of do that. Like, we'll talk about the albums, but then like talk about conceptually stuff too. Kind of a nice mix, I think. If you're watching this and post on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. This is where I do all like the shameless plugs now. Don't forget about that comment I told you to leave. But what kind of music you listen to, and bonus points if you tell me why. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, join me on Discord, etc., etc. Links to those will be in the YouTube description as well. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your evening. Hope you have a great week next week, and hope to see you all back here next Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace, brothers.